Hello everyone. Hello Periscope. And as always, because I intend to load this up to YouTube, hello YouTube as well. Hi Simon 1981, how are you? Hi Carla. Hi lovely lady. Hello you guys. Hey Naomi, how are you? Hello. Hey sugar bodies, how are you? I am going to get set up on my other tablet here so that I can see the comments. Excellent. Thank you for those hearts. Thank you very much. So I am doing well. Uh-oh, I dropped my glove. I am doing quite well, as a matter of fact. I am good. Oh, very good, sugar bodies. I'm glad to hear that. I am about to make a soap that I had a hard time naming because of the color scheme with it. But I'm doing well. Thank you very much. My daughter is in summer school, so I have some peaceful days again. She's a very, very active 7-year-old. So when she is not in school, she keeps me busy. Like, she wants all of my attention. And I don't really get a chance to soak the way that I want to. And I actually have a lot of things on my list that I want to get done. That's right. Lean on me, Mr. Joe Clark. That's right. That's right. So I don't even remember what I was doing, what I was watching. And I was thinking about Lean on Me. I was thinking about that song and the HNIC. And I was like, that's the name of my soap. It's gonna be Mr. Joe Clark. I'm going to use Tangy. I'm using Tangy. So that's what we're making today. I'll tell you guys, I'm gonna bring this down so you can see. So I'll tell you what I have in here already. I've got all of my oils. Hi, Diamond Point Creations. What do you mean, uh-oh, don't do it? Why not? Oh, do it. Okay, good, okay. So in my oils, I have canola, castor, coconut. Thank you for the follow. Mango seed butter, olive oil, and tallow. So I've got my oils in there already. I've got, I do too. I've got most of my additives in there. I forgot one of my additives. And this one, I'm going to do just a little bit different. This is coconut milk that I'm adding. So I'm gonna add some coconut milk in here. I discounted my lye water. Okay, I discounted my lye water so that I could add the coconut milk in there. We got that in. Now we're gonna mix that and then we're gonna add our lye. Before we do that, yes, this is cold process. Before we do that, I'm gonna talk about, thank you for that follow. Before we do that, it does make a nice creamy lather. I wanna talk about what I intend to do. So what kind of is the plan for this soap? I have to write it down so that I remember. I am going to, this fragrance discolors. And anytime you work with a discoloring fragrance, I think it's better to just kind of let the discoloring be the lead in the soap. You can kind of get around it a little bit, but I just feel like you need to embrace the discoloration. Don't try to fight it, just embrace the discoloration. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and mix up everything, and then I'm going to pour off 5 ounces for my first color. I'm going to pour off 5 ounces for, I'm going to pour off 5 ounces for my white, and then 5 ounces for a green, a soft green that I want. And then I'm going to scent the remainder of the soap. This soap will be, once I scent it, I'm going to then pour off 5 more ounces. That's going to be dark brown. So that should still leave me with quite a bit. Yeah, that's right, girl. That's right. You got to embrace the discoloration. Don't fight it. Just give in to the dark side. So once I pour off that last 5 ounces, I should still have the bulk of my soap in here, because this batch, it tells me before the cold process cure, it's 54 ounces. That's what this is telling me. So I'm 5 ounces of white, 5 ounces of green, and then I'm coloring the entire batch. And then I'm going to pour off 5 more ounces, and I'm going to color that dark brown, so that the color scheme of this soap will be the natural color of the soap. Because again, this is a tester. I didn't say that from the beginning. Where's my fragrance? Here it is. And the fragrance is, the label is this way just because I am testing this for her. The maker of this fragrance is called, her name is Naomi Moore from the Chandler's Rose, and she's in here. She creates the most awesome blends, and I am lucky enough to be a tester for her. So we are going to, the bulk of this batch should be the natural color of whatever this fragrance discolors it to. And that's part of the test. We want to know how the fragrance behaves, what color it colors to, you know, what kind of things can be done with it. That's part of the test. So what we intend to do is pour in, I think I wrote, I'm going to pour in all of the uncolored. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And she's right there. That's her, the Chandler's Rose right there. I'm going to pour all of the natural colored soap here into my mold. And then the plan is to drop pour in the colors on one side, just up here, and then I'm gonna take my hanger swirl and swirl them in that way. So that's the plan, okay? I don't know how much we're gonna stick to this plan, but that's, you know, that's kind of the plan, okay? I have everything in here, the milk's in here. I'm gonna blend this up. First, I'm gonna put on my goggles. There we go. We got our eye protection on because safety is always first when we're making soap. For the time being, I'm going to take this off of my scale and then pull my scale back when I need it. Okay, so let's blend this up. More blending you do before, that's the less blending you have to do afterwards, or once you get your lye in there. And because I did such a steep water discount, you'll see some little lye bits. It's all dissolved, but it starts to look a little funny. It doesn't remain clear when you do such a steep discount. So I'm gonna strain the lye into the soap. Hi, Deborah. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're just kind of mixing this prior to adding the lye. And we're just trying to get the clay mixed in there, and I added some oats in there, get the oats mixed in well, because again, the more you kind of combine things in the beginning, the less you have to do with your lye. All right, so let's get this started. All right. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see this. So what I see, I can kind of see here where the soap has emulsified, but then right here where it isn't. So that you know why people stick blend and why they stop when they stop. If you're there, you can kind of see, like here is still an oil slick, so I know that that isn't emulsified. And we got to remember too, we've got some milk in there. So I have to be aware that that kind of speeds up how quickly or how slowly things move once you start adding milks. So this is at a very light trace. A very light trace, but we're going to blend this a little bit more. Let me grab a paper towel as we blend in those colors. Good. Oh, I didn't need that on there. Okay, so we said we're going to pour off. Oh no, there's something in my glass. When I wiped it, I realized it was some tallow. That's allowed to be in the glass. I had some tallow in there. Okay, well, we want it to be clean anyway. So we're going to pour off 5 ounces. Okay. 5 ounces there. That's for my white. And if I'm missing your comments, I'm sorry. 5 ounces here. For, for my green. Welcome back, Sugar Bodies. And then we are going to add the fragrance. That is awesome. Okay. Let's get this fragrance in. Looks good. Yeah. Let's get that in. This is staying nice and loose. Gemini. Just a quick blend so we don't have any problems with it separating. Okay, and then let's get our last one for our dark brown. We're gonna pour off, 5 ounces of that. Okay. So, I've got that. Now let's move this out the way. Our first color, let's mix this brown in first. This is actually a mixture of 2 browns. I'll show that. Is it accelerating? Just a little bit, yes. Let's see what this brown looks like. And I want a dark brown. Like, I don't want, that's nice. It's a very nice brown. Can you guys, yeah, you can see it. Yeah, that's really nice. That's the color brown that I wanted. Actually, maybe just a little, Naomi. Just a little. I don't even know if I would consider that accelerating. I think maybe I was just getting a little nervous. Okay. I kind of need this little spatula for this little one here, this little cup. So let's look at our white. Check out our white here. And I have my white, which is titanium dioxide, pre-mixed in a bottle with some olive oil. And if anybody knows anything about titanium dioxide, it clumps up. So you have to get something down in your bottle that's going to break up those clumps. I have a toy car. A toy car in my titanium dioxide oil mixture, and it just knocks around in there and it gets everything, yeah. It gets everything mixed up really, really well. Naomi, this is not accelerating. I thought it was initially, but this is not accelerating on me at all. Not at all whatsoever. And this is my green. Let's get our green in here. Excuse the reach. And one thing about a lot of people, when a fragrance is going to discolor, they only put it in a portion of your soap so that it doesn't really affect the colors. But I feel like you really want to make sure that you put it in a large portion of your soap so that you don't really oversaturate the rest of the soap with fragrance. Yeah, Naomi, this is holding up beautifully. This is holding up beautifully. It's not accelerating at all whatsoever. All right. Let's get this in the mold. Let's get our other one here. Stir this. Uh-oh. Okay. So we're gonna put, I keep forgetting what is, yeah, it's fine. And I want all of this in here. But you know, that's why we test, right? That's why we test, because as you can see, number one, it's not soap on a stick. And two, we all know that I'm a slow soaper. So if I can work with it, anybody can work with it. And remember, I added milk in here too. And for those of you that don't make soap or may not know, sugars accelerate trace, and milks are a form of a sugar. And my base recipe has another sugar added in it. So things like honeys, maple syrups, those are sugars, and I have sugars added to my base recipe. So now I think I might need to do it in the pot. I think I might. Nope. Well, let's do it in the pot. I told y'all that in the pot is my default swirl. It's my default. And my goggles are steaming up. Woo! Good gracious. I was hot. Let's get this tamped down. All right. Yeah, let's do it in the pot here. That's going to be nice and pretty. Move this over so you guys can see. I'm going to move that out the way. So our in the pot is exactly as the name implies. The in the pot swirl, you put your soaps into the pot. That brown and green looks really pretty together. I like that. And I'm going to save just a little bit of that. Yeah, I like that green. I'm happy with that green. So you put them in the pot and then you swirl a little bit. So you mix your colors in well. And what we're going to do is from up high, we're going to pour that in. And then we'll come on over here some more. I'm going to leave some of that. Now, whenever you have a thicker soap batter, a hanger tool is your best friend. So what we're going to do is go in with this tool, and we are just going to get those colors in there. That hanger tool becomes your best friend because it'll give you some nice, beautiful swirls inside the soap. This fragrance would actually be perfect for layers. This would be great for some layers. Let's finish up here. And we're just gonna decorate the top. I am already ready for the cut. So we're just gonna decorate this top. And I didn't write down how I had planned to decorate the top. So I don't know what I really want to do. And again, you guys, I'm sorry if I'm missing any comments. But if you make soap, you kind of understand you're working with a limited. Do a spoon swirl? Okay, I sure will. I sure will. And let's get some white. Well, yeah, it would be okay. Let's get some white in here. Thank you. And I like me a nice high top. Just made activated charcoal soap. Did you? I'm gonna have to go in and catch the replay of that, because I watch your videos too. I follow you as well. Sugar Bodies, I sure do follow you. Okay, that was our white. Now let's get this green on in here. Looks awesome. Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait to see that charcoal. In fact, I think I might have seen a part of that video. You know, the more you scrape out. You did it yesterday? Yeah, I think I did catch it then. The more you scrape out, the less you gotta clean. And this stuff is, it's caustic. So for me, my daughter is so curious. I can't let my dishes sit around and get not caustic. I have to clean up right away. Okay, let's grab us a spoon. Oh, I made some more. Wait. I have wanted a little bit of copper. Let's clean this up a little bit. Yeah, I would love to be able to do that. But my daughter, Cam, you know, Cammy gets into everything. She'll be, Mommy, what's this? Mommy, what's that? Mommy, what's this? And then I'll have a burned 7-year-old. And my husband will be having a fit. Okay, so I had prepared a little bit of copper because I wanted just something else to kind of go on here with this brown and the green. I just wanted another dimension. And I'm not exactly sure what color the fragrance soap will be. So I do know, yeah, I know for real. I do know that it's gonna discolor, so I figured the copper would complement whatever color it discolors to. You know, when you're watching a video on YouTube, you're like, hey, you missed a spot. But when you're actually doing it, you don't see those spots that you miss. Okay, let me grab a spoon. The copper and the green look awesome together. Thank you, my dear. So let's kind of... So what do you guys think? To the center and then spoon, or spoon the whole thing? What do you guys think? The whole thing. All right. Let's spread this out just a little bit. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to do it. And this is like the perfect texture to spoon swirl. In fact, the unscented soap is actually not firm enough to hold this spoon swirl. The scented soap is perfect. It's ready for that spoon swirl, but the unscented isn't. Thank you. Hi, Sapphire. Thank you for joining. All right. I don't want to mess with that anymore. What do you think? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even in the camera. Hi, Sapphire Barbie Doll. Thank you for joining. Hi. Looks great. Okay. Uh-oh. Let's make sure we got these edges. And then I'm going to go over that with a paper towel. Okay. All right. Hey, sweetie, how are you, Rita? That looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so my next question, folks, as always, glitter or no glitter? I think no glitter. I mean, it is called, thank you, honey, thank you. It is called Mr. Joe Clark. No glitter. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Mr. Joe Clark. He wasn't a glittery type of fella. He was not a glittery type of fella. Okay, got that nice and clean. And then I'm going to bring this up top for you. I think that copper really added a nice dimension. Thank you, thank you. That copper and that green. Thank you. Really added nice dimension to it. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, gotta run. We'll check the replay. Very lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining, Naomi, as always. So, you guys, like I said, I wasn't able to really view, let me spray this with some alcohol. I wasn't able to really view the comments to see if you all had asked me any questions. So, do you have any questions? I know a lot of you all are soapers as well. And we kind of all learn from each other. Thank you for returning, Sugar Bodies. We all follow one another. Man, you know how you just have ideas in your head about things that you want to make. And I find myself, that's right, we got to support each other. I find myself so motivated to soap more and experiment more when my husband is deployed. But unfortunately, how much you're selling, I want to purchase one. Well, that's a difficult question. So I am working on my online presence. That's actually my weakness. I don't have a website yet. So I don't have a way to sell. Oh, Rita, did you just ask me that? I didn't see who had asked the question. Did you just ask me that? Oh, goodness gracious. We'll work something out, Rita. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll work something out. Yeah, so I'm glad I made some time to do this. I have one more tester. I have one more tester to do for Naomi. Yeah, Rita is awesome. She sure is. And I know Naomi was kind of concerned because this fragrance accelerated, but as you saw, it was very workable. Let me lift this on up. Yeah, as you saw, this fragrance was very workable. And like I said, I consider myself a slow soaper. So if I can work with it, anybody can work with it. If it doesn't move so fast that it doesn't disrupt my flow, then it's a fragrance that anybody else can work with. So did it move a little bit? Yeah, I would call it a medium. It wasn't lightning fast. There are some fragrances that go to instant. Thank you very much for the shares. Thank y'all very much, Sugar Bodies and Rita. I saw that. Thank you very much. And thank y'all very much for the hearts as well. Excuse me. So she was concerned. Thank you for inviting your followers, Sapphire. So she was a little concerned about, welcome Shonda, thank you for joining. She was a little concerned about it accelerating, but as you saw, it was nothing not workaroundable. And she told me in advance that the fragrance, Jacoby, I like that name. Thank you very much for joining. She told me in advance that the fragrance that it discolors. So you just kind of have to know how to work around a fragrance that discolors. Some people, you'll see them use a fragrance that discolors and then they dump like a ton of white in there, or they just try to really alter when a fragrance discolors. But I think the best thing is to kind of work with the discoloration so that it becomes a part of the design of the soap. Another way that you can do that is, so a discoloring soap will brown. Well, there are many different shades of brown. There are browns, use some TD to lighten a brown, but you can also add some red so that you can get a redder tone of a brown. Or you can add some yellow to it so that your brown is kind of a cooler shade rather than a warmer side. Or you can enforce the brown. And like I did here, I knew it was going to brown, but I just wanted to enforce that browning. So I added a nice rich chocolate color to it. So you can kind of manipulate whatever kind of brown that you can get. Instead of trying to fight the brown, you enhance the brown. Just kind of roll with the embrace the browning, and you'll get a really nice bar with that. Again, this has been the making of Mr. Joe Clark. Hopefully this will be firm enough that we can cut it tomorrow. And of course, we'll be on here to do the cutting. It is almost 2:30 in the afternoon my time, so I'm gonna clean up and hopefully prepare to make another soap, but it might be pretty dark. Love your scopes. Thank you, thank you. I actually love yours too. And I'll give you a testament to how much I love your scopes. So usually when I wake up in the morning, 7 o'clock my time is 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the East Coast. So I always miss Rita's morning scopes. I always miss them and I have to catch the replay. So this morning when I woke up, I wanted to see what I had missed, and I checked Rita's first, and it just so happened to be she had just did a scope saying that she was going to be on New Media Radio, and so I was able to catch it live on New Media Radio instead of trying to watch it later. I was actually able to catch it live. So I was really happy about that. But that's a testament to Rita. I really enjoy watching her scopes. They are really they're so funny. They really are funny, but your personality and everything really shows through. It beams really through on your scopes, and I enjoy watching them. Yep. So if you guys have any, oh, thank you. I appreciate you too. I love you, girl. I love you. So I thank you guys again for joining me. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the shares. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the follows, and I will see you guys tomorrow or maybe even tonight if I can get another batch in a couple of hours before I go get my little one. I have to pick her up at 5 my time, and it's 2:30. So we'll see. I still got to clean up and everything. I don't have a whole lot of soap dishes. I have to reuse the ones that I have. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. I have to reuse the soap dishes that I have. So I have to clean up and then remeasure everything out. So hopefully we can get it done in time. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you later. Bye.